and see how we can actually slice and dice data that is not very easy for us to process, but Claude seems to do this at in a very quick manner, right? So for this, a simple pro tip: whenever you're doing a new task, always start a new chat. It's like talking to a new person. If you told the same news to every person, they'll not be able to follow you. So a simple pro tip is you should chat with a new chat each time you're starting a new task. So I'm going to now upload a file. I'm going to show you what that file is as well. So let me just sort this by kind, and I should have my demo files here. In my demo files, I have a data set that looks like this. Complex, right? How many of you are enjoying looking at this? Drop a thumbs up. How many of you are not enjoying looking at this? Drop a heart. So you can see that this is 200 rows of complex data. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach this and I'm going to say, hey, Claude, I want to visualize this data in a way that I can make sense of it. This is my first shot at looking at the marketing campaign data. So go ahead and create a visualization dashboard for me to understand this better. Use your best judgment. Use Python, Ruby, Excel, and any other libraries that you might need for visualizing them as charts. Now, the next couple of minutes is going to feel like magic because I'm not a coder. Let me also admit that I'm not a coder, but I want to use technology in the best way possible. So let's go ahead and see what Claude can make out of this. So there you go. It's already started writing code. And whenever Claude does, Claude does a new task, it does something called as artifacts. So you can see that we are chatting on the left, but it's writing code on the right. So it analyzed the data set that we gave first, and now it's creating a marketing campaign analytics dashboard. Everyone who is not familiar with code, this feels like, oh my god, this looks like the matrix. What is happening? There's a big scroll going through, but everyone who's going through code will appreciate that there is no human in the world that can write code at this pace, right? So we're already at around 150 odd lines of code. It's breaking that cell by cell data that we've seen into something that we can visualize. So let's go ahead and see what it comes up with. In fact, if you want to go ahead and see what GenSpark is up to in the meanwhile, drop a thumbs up. All right, looks like Claude is almost done with it. It tried generating it, but it could not. So I'm going to just ask it to fix itself. Let's see what it does. All right, I can see a lot of thumbs up. So I'm going to go back and check in on GenSpark. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. So where is GenSpark at? They complete some of the later slides. It's still working on it. Okay, a couple of them are new, but looks like the others are still waiting generation. Let's go back to Claude. All right, so it's again struggled with it, but you can see that it's starting to create some dashboard elements. Let's see what is happening. So it could not find the file. Let's see if we can provide it the file the next time we do it. I'm going to upload it and keep it ready because sometimes Claude loses context because it's written so much code. It tends to forget the first file that we've given. So let's see if we need to provide that. Okay. Okay, folks, we have it here. I'm going to expand this so that all of you can see this. That same data that we saw that looked like this 199 rows and 16 columns is now converted into an interactive dashboard. I can filter For fashionistas, I can filter for foodies, and the data is updating real time. Can you see that? All segments, there are 50 campaigns that I've run. The average ROI is 4.94, which means for every dollar that I put in, I'm getting close to $5. The average conversion rate is 7.62. The total clicks are 25,500. The campaign performance is here. It's telling me what the different channels are working like, what is my spend like on different channels, and how which channel is giving me an ROI. What are my customer segments? Look at this: fashionistas, tech enthusiasts, health and wellness, outdoor foodies. What is my engagement score like? What is my campaign performance over time? And then it goes into campaign details. It's also giving me key insights, right? So now I have this dashboard on the side. I can literally play the role of a fractional CMO to this company. I'm going to say, hey, Claude, this is great. Now that you've analyzed the data, give me the top five priorities I need to go back to my CEO with. I want to be critical of all the areas where we can grow. So please operate from that lens. All right, all right. So there you go. I can literally write an article to the CEO, a blog or an email to the CEO saying, "Hey, man, this is what we need to do. This, these are the data pointers that I've found. Of course, I will have to verify if I have to send it to the CEO. I can't just drop anything that AI generates. But my amount of time that I'm spending on this, or the diversity of thought that I'm getting to this, is going to be insane, right?" So that was a boring to look at data set of 200 rows converted into an interactive dashboard where you can choose different segments. You can basically analyze different elements and then also get insights on what you have to do in terms of action items, right? And Claude could convert that in what, a couple of minutes? That's about it. So that was the hardest task that we chose for the day, and our partner for that was Claude. Now, to bring you to the close of this session, I do want all of us to have some fun. So drop the party emoji if you are ready to
It's
compose
1
a
o'clock.
song real time, because that's what we are going to do next. We are all going to become a music composer for the next few minutes. And the app that we are going to use is called as Suno AI. Now, Suno AI has the ability to generate music on our behalf. So let's go ahead and open that. Now, this is the dashboard. You can see that a lot of creation work is already happening here. So I'm going to go to the create tab and I'm going to say, okay, do I have lyrics? I don't. So I'm going to ask it to write lyrics as well. Let me see if I can ask it to automatically create lyrics. All right. So the style of the song that I want to create now is Bollywood, hip hop, and a little bit of rap in between. Right? That sounds interesting. Now let's go ahead and ask it to generate a song about all of us. Okay, we are a bunch of AI crazy folks, all of us trying to keep up with the tidal wave or tsunami that AI has been. It's been throwing new updates wave by wave, and very often we are found drowning in that information. But now, in the chorus, we want to ensure that we are surfing the tide and we are staying on top of the wave and we can see the world better because we are now on top of the wave. Okay, I was really free flowing with that. Let's see what comes up. I'm going to call this AI Tsunami, the track's name, and I'm going to go ahead and click on create. So we'll give it a couple of moments before it generates that. But in the meanwhile, I do want to talk to you all about everything that we touched upon today. A quick summary is we began with the basics of what is generative AI. We then went into understanding how AI works behind the scenes, the power of a transformer in terms of giving self attention to the queries and how it operates. Then we went into the magic prompt formula. We did generate a pitch email to investors, and it was one shot, right? It did a fantastic job in right out of the bat. Then we went into Open Router, and we saw that there's 500 odd models that we can now utilize, and all of them are ready to be experimented with. So you can choose the right model for your particular use case. We also saw Yup, where we could basically chat with multiple models and give it feedback saying, I like you over that model. And that was a free way in which you could access multiple models. We then went into building our own AI toolkit. We went through a grind of 14 tools in about 1 hour and 30 minutes, and all of this leading to you getting a jump start in your different use cases. I hope out of the 14, at least half of them were directly usable by you. If you go ahead and try those tools today, I'll feel like I've done my job today. And we finally closed with the most fun tool of them all, and that was Suno AI. And let's see if it is completed its task so that we can actually listen to what it's created. All right, Om, are we ready for this? I'm gonna go
We are
ahead
good.
and hit play. Let's see what it's come up with.
I think you'll have to share your screen again,
Just a
Raghuveer.
moment.
Yeah,
Let me do that. I have to share it with audio enabled, right?
yeah, correct.
Got it. Done that. Let's see if you can hear it now. I think it's still rendering actually. Let me restart and let's see if it is created AI Tsunami as a soundtrack for us. Okay, is this the one then? It's generated two tracks, which is weird. It's done the lyrics all right here. Let me see if the older track is playing so that I know this is not a problem with the track. Okay, I have one last check to make. Is this on mute? Oh, it is on mute. My bad. Sorry, guys. That was a noob mistake. It was on mute. Let's see what it's. All right, here we go. You have the lyrics here if you want to follow.
The shoreline shifts, the ground won't stay. We chase the sun.
Okay. Over to you, Om.
Got it. Folks, we are done with the first part of the day. We have two more parts remaining. But how was this? How was the first part? How was the first part? Yes, we told you, right? It is going to take a lot of your energy and understanding. At times it will be fast, at times it will be a little overwhelming, but you'll have to challenge yourself. And I think the first session gave you that floor. There's also a poll launched. Make sure to rate the session so that we know how it is. What we are going to do is I'm going to take 5 more minutes and then we'll jump into the lunch break. So be here. There are two more bonuses that I have to share right now, and then we'll jump on to the lunch break and then we'll do it. But let me also open up the chat actually. Can we drop in how was the session in the chat, folks? How did you like the first session by Raghuveer so far? And this is just
Yep.
25% of the mastermind. So we are 75% left. How is it?
Amazing. My favorite part of the session always. Thank you, folks. You've been a lovely, lovely, lovely audience. There are elements that feel technical, there are elements that feel too basic, but both ends of the spectrum, just bear with it. And I hope that today is the start of your AI journey. AI journeys are very personal, so please go ahead and build your own stack. Outscale is the perfect platform for you to make that leap. I did that with the help of Outscale as well. So if any one of you is feeling, hey, I'm so new to this, everything feels like Greek and Latin, that can change in a week. So just stick to your guns, follow what the course has for you, and ensure that you basically start your AI journey with this. That'll give me a lot of happiness. So thank you so much. Again, you've been a fantastic audience.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Raghuveer. I think we'll take a very quick break and we'll give you your pre-deserved break as well. I think it became a little intense for you as well, so we'll do that.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
So
See
much
you
for
around.
joining us on a Saturday, and yeah, we'll see you once again very soon. Perfect. Perfect, folks. Are we now ready for the second bonus, the second and third bonus actually? Yes, drop in yes in the chat. We'll take a very quick break at exactly 1:15 and then we'll have a okay, got it. Give me 1 second. Yes, are we ready for the bonus? Perfect, let's do that. So before the break, I shared you a link of joining a daily AI updates channel, right? That's one. Now, there are two things that I have to share. First is all the techies in the house, everybody who's a techie, who's a tech professional, right? Actually, let me just very quickly launch the poll so I have a good sense. You actually rated already, but I'll just launch a very quick one, coding experience. So there's a poll. How many of you actively code in your current role? There's a poll on the chat. You can very quickly react. There's a very quick bonus coming in for all the techies, tech professionals, as I would say. So what we actually do is we keep on sharing updates for tech professionals specifically on different channels, on different groups, right? So for everybody who's in the tech, who wants to be part of the tech community where we share much more deeper insights as to what exactly you can play around with LLMs, how exactly you can tweak with models, how do you train them with your own data, much more detailing, which only you would understand because you understand code. What I would like to do, I would like to stop the chat one more time now, and I would want you to route you to the resources section, right? There's a resources section. If you see on the bottom of your Zoom panel, the daily updates channel is also there, and the AI for Tech community is also there. So make sure you click on AI for Tech community, and these two bonuses will be open throughout the session, so you can join it at any point of time, right? But what I'll also do is share the link on chat just in case if you're on mobile or other device that you can't see. AI for Tech community resources section is where you should go. If not, join the AI for Tech community here, and the link is coming on your Zoom chat. 1 second. Yeah, the link is in the Zoom chat. Only people who are coders, only people who have done coding before or who do it currently, join this group specifically, right? Join these groups specifically. If you're not a coder and if you want the link that I shared previously in the sort of the first break, go to the resources section and click on daily AI updates, and that's where you'll find it. Okay. I'll keep this open for 60 seconds and we'll come to the final bonus before we jump on to the lunch break. The final bonus before we jump on to the lunch break. Okay. I'll just set it up while you sort of look at it. Now, what we also do is this mastermind is not just a learning process, but it's also sort of a challenge for a lot of people. I actually told you to challenge yourself, right? So we also have a challenge in place to make sure that you share your learnings, that you are able to maximize the learnings that you sort of gain from this mastermind and are able to apply it. So for that, what we have done is we have created a challenge, which if you do well, you have a chance to win about tools worth $1,200, about a lot of resources that we keep on curating for our internal community. And also, if you do everything right, you have a chance to win a MacBook Pro. Yeah, but let's finish the AI for Tech community. Make sure you click on the AI for Tech community link and start joining in, right? Start joining in that community. Our team will start dropping updates once the mastermind is done, and you will keep on seeing in more sort of specific updates, specifically for people who code, for the ones who code. That's how we say it. I see about 8,000 people. Out of them, 2,000 people are coders. About 2,000 people are not actively writing code, but they have done before. Interesting. Got it. I'll keep it open for folks another 20 more seconds and we'll come to the final part, right? Come for the final part. Okay. So in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Okay. I'm turning the chat to host and co-host. Ready for the final bonus? Do you want a chance to win a MacBook Pro? Let's see how interesting is your network game, right? So I'll quickly start sharing my screen. If you weren't able to join the group, don't worry about it. Try it just one more time. The link will always be active in the resources section. It is here for me exactly. It may be a different one, right? So if the one group does not work, click on the link again and we'll redirect you to another group. Okay. So okay, now let's come to the final bonus before the lunch break. Let's come to the final bonus before the lunch break. Got it. Interesting. Folks, are you able to see my screen? Type yes in the chat. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. So I'll very quickly explain you how this works, right? I'll also share the link here while where is the resources section? 1 second. I'll turn my screen share off and do it again. Now you will also see one more link in your resources section, which is join the AI challenge. What I'm going to do is share my screen and show you how exactly that works, right? You'll be redirected to a page like this, which basically says take the Gen AI challenge and win exciting prizes. What you have to do is put in your name here, put in your email, and sort of just click on join the challenge. Once you click on join the challenge, a dashboard like this will open up. Now here there'll be a timing for you. I've done this about multiple times, so there's no timer for me though. So there are multiple things that are on here, right? So first, what you can do is you can refer your friends and earn 100 points for every referral for everybody who signs on to this mastermind today's event, right? At the bottom of it, you will see multiple tasks which are there. There are total about 6 tasks, and you will also see your current rank and your referrals coming up as well, right? So the first task, definitely, this is ongoing. The second thing you have to do is take the AI pledge and sort of commit on LinkedIn that you are taking this upskilling workshop and you are being part of this learning journey. The second is graduation. That's what we'll do at the end of 2 days. And then we learned about Emily. So you have to create a smart YouTube summaries with AI. Go to Emily, install the extension, go to any YouTube video, take a summary and sort of, post it as a summary on LinkedIn with your learnings as well, or any of the platforms and post that link here. Similarly, try to build a web app with Claude and post the link here. Raghuveer just showed us how to do that. And at the end of the day, we'll also look at how do you make personalized portfolio and also how do you generate a first image, right? So you do these 6 tasks, take the link of them and come and paste it here, right? That's basically how it works. I'll do it once in front of you so that you know that. And if you are on top of the leaderboard, these are the prices that you actually get, right? The first prize is MacBook Air that you get if you do all the tasks right, and if you're also able to bring in most number of referrals. Number 2, top 100 participants on the leaderboard get access to Emily and Supergrow access, right? You get 1 year access from our side completely for free. At the same time, everyone with about 200 plus points, you get an AI learning package. Now, I told you there won't be any recordings of the workshop, but here's a chance to get those recordings if you actually execute what we teach you, right? So if you execute and if you have at least 200 points, you get workshop recordings plus premium AI resources worth $400 that we create sort of for these mastermind and for different sort of our programs, right? So that's basically are the prizes. Now, how do you exactly do it? I'll show you once and we'll do it, right? So what you can quickly do, take this link and share it in your groups, share it in your sort of network and quickly do it. But there's a smarter way of doing it as well, right? How I would do it, this pledge post will give us about 50 points, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to official LinkedIn post, click on check the link here, and there's a dashboard that will open up, right? Which says take a pledge. So what you have to do here is click on the button here and upload your picture. Upload your picture here. Here's my picture. And then write your full name. What it will basically do is it will create a personalized post for you, right? I'm just showing you how to do that. Posting and learning